My name is Sadist, but you can call me whatever you want. I wrote a story yesterday, and I would be happy for you to enjoy it if you can. And please comment down what do you think of my story. I'm gonna write more stories and I'm gonna upload more videos, but uh, I really think that the opinion of you guys is gonna help my stories get better. Let's get started. I used to think that life was something bigger than what we see. I thought that it was a mystery waiting to be unsolved. That changed when I saw blood on my hands for the first time. Not my blood, of course. The blood that was pumping in the body of someone else. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever thought about killing someone when you were 9? What about suicide? Have you ever thought about hanging yourself when you were like 10? I tried to kill myself at the age of 10. I wanted to know how it feels. Well, I didn't get to know how it feels because my dad found me when I was trying to hang a rope around my neck. And boy oh boy, he was mad. Like, really mad. Like a mad. 4 years later, my teacher bought a frog for our science project. We had to dissect it. Since then, I fell in love with dissecting other animals. My classmates called me names. I didn't care. I did, but not that much. 6 years later, when I was at university studying biology, something happened to me. My friends and I were at a party and saw this girl drinking vodka bottle after bottle. I used her drunkenness to get her to have sex with me. So I asked if she could have sex with me. Just like that. And she was okay with that. How drunk do you have to be to say yes to a guy who you have no idea of who he is or what he is doing at this party? Anyway, we got to a room with no people in it and started to get naked. It was exciting. And I fell in love with her body. Not gonna describe it, but it was like a heaven on earth for a 20-year-old virgin. I don't know what got into me. We weren't even started. I suddenly had this urge to grab her neck and choke her. It was like someone was controlling my body. I choked her to death. I killed her. Didn't even have sex with her. Poor girl didn't do anything to me. The day after the party, her roommates found her lifeless body in a bed. I wasn't sad. I don't know, but I think I might have enjoyed it. For real. The act of killing, was joyful for me. Never experienced this much happiness in my life. Never experienced this much energy. When I finished college, I rented a house in Vermont. A nice little house for a not so nice programmer. Well, I enjoyed the time I had with science, but programming was more enjoyable for me. I was working at a company which I'm not gonna name. One of my coworkers decided to ask me if I could hang out with him. At first, I wasn't sure if I want to hang out with him after a while, but after a while, I accepted his offer. His name was Seth, and trust me when I say he was a clown. A clown with whom I'm not interested in hanging out. So after a while, I showed a cold face and he stopped hanging out with me. 6 months later, this goddamn clown got a raise. He wasn't doing anything at the company and still got a raise for his good behavior at the workspace. It's like the company is a kindergarten. If you behave well enough, you get points. I don't get a lot of things, but this is unacceptable. So I decided to do something. I'm not gonna let him enjoy his raise. You kidding me? I knew where he lives. One time he invited me to a party at his house. I decided to visit his wife, and have a little chat with her. I was going to gather information about his life and routine. What does he like for dinner? The questions like this. Then I decided this was a waste of time and there are better ways to kill him. I wasn't gonna kill him, but I decided to. It was more fun. Why not kill them both? I'm gonna ask him and her wife for a dinner and I'm gonna kill them both so that nobody's gonna get hurt mentally. He showed up and we had a nice dinner. Poor thing. Little did he know that I poisoned his food. He died and her wife saw everything. I had to put an end to his wife's miserable life. Not that I wasn't going to, but I decided I'm gonna play with her for a little. Tied her with a duct tape, grabbed the kitchen knife and started to tear her apart. She screamed in agony as I was stabbing her, cut her body into little pieces. I wanted to eat a part of her body. Washed and then cooked her liver in olive oil. Ate it. It was the most delicious thing I had in my entire life. Since then, I started my cannibalistic diet. That's how my hands became dirty. But I wasn't gonna talk about cannibalism or anything related to this topic. I was going to explain why killing or doing enjoyable things suddenly become dull after a while. There's a quote by Albert Einstein. If you want to live a happy life, tie to a goal, not to people or things. Well, that's not real. At least for me. Whatever you do, it doesn't matter. Even killing becomes boring after a while. Now I see what God loves to hurt us. Now I see why God loves to hurt us. He is bored. Your failed projects. Who cares if I die tomorrow? My parents are dead. 35 years old and haven't killed a single person in the past year. Everything is boring. I tried doing new things, but none of them gave me the happiness that I get from killing people. If you're reading this, keep in mind that I wasn't a sad man. The world is sad. Or at least I didn't see happy things in it. I don't say I didn't enjoy the ride. It was fun, especially after killing 15 people and not getting caught. But after years of murdering people, life becomes a dull piece of garbage, full of pessimism and nihilistic philosophy. My coping mechanism was reading Emile Cioran's book, On the Heights of Despair. But that is not working anymore. My excitement becomes dry, eating becomes an everyday task, reading becomes agonizing, even the best books feel like they're melting on your face. Playing video games becomes idiotic. Hanging out with friends becomes hell, even after coffee. So you know what? Let's just end it here. Let's do the thing that I should have done 25 years ago. I hope there's an afterlife. I hope that God sends me to hell. Even hell seems like a vacation to me. The eternal paradise of hell. Thank you for listening to my story. I don't know if you enjoyed it, but I would appreciate it to let me know your thoughts about my stories. I'm gonna write more stories. I'm gonna upload more videos. I hope to have a video cast someday. So thank you for listening to me. Bye bye.